Oh my goodness. Welcome back, one and all, to On-Screen Live. My name is Andrew DeYoung, and this is our show for Monday, the 19th of May. Yes, we are aware we have been off the air for quite some time, but we're back now, ready to talk about a bunch of movies that we have seen over the last 3 or 4 weeks since we last joined y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're here for the first time, hey, be sure to like and subscribe. Click that thumbs up. Help us buck that shitty algorithm. I'm going to bring in some buds. Some well-dressed buds, some excited buds, some handsome buds. Going to bring in excited bud. Hey, Steve Sadak, go Knicks.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad I'm not the handsome one. Thanks for delineating that so clearly.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Thank you very much. No, I'm so excited for the Knicks. We'll see if New York wins. By the way, I'm just sort of curious. We said we were off the air. I think we've been releasing content each and every week, and both here and in Patreon, by the way.
Sure.
We've been fucking killing it. How about that 800th episode, gang? Let's hear it.
Oh, absolutely. All right, gonna bring in our well-dressed man. Look at this guy, Mr. Eric Siska.
The movies are back, everyone. I saw movies while we were gone.
Yeah.
That I actually liked. I couldn't believe it. So I got my friends, Dr. Pepper and Mr. Popcorn here. Yeah. You know, this is why you got to watch on the YouTube channel, folks. You're missing me. Eat popcorn on the air.
Someone in the chat asks when they're going to see us hobnobbing with Spike courtside. You know, those tickets are like $10,000 a pop, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sign up for the Patreon. Tell your fucking neighbor to sign up.
Increase your Patreon contribution for the month. Do $1,000 a month, maybe.
Yeah, I think if enough people do $1,000 a month, we could go courtside. I mean,
right, exactly.
40,
Help us
grand,
go
yeah.
courtside next season. There you go. And of course, the most handsome one of us all, Mr. Chris Cabin.
Yeah, us hanging out with Timmy and Spike, yelling at that sounds exactly $10,000. That's
over
insanity over to that. God,
I saw some for $25K. I think for the last game. Like,
oh, did you really?
Yeah, I think it's crazy.
Because you texted me and you were like, the cheapest ticket at the Garden tonight for Game 6 was $600.
Yes, which is crazy. Me
and
my
that
brother,
has to be like back of the fucking Garden. There's a column in front of your face.
That's what me and my brother did like 3 years ago during the Heat series that I think they wound up losing. I think Brunson's first year. We and my brother got tickets. It was $400 each in the absolute a part of the Garden I've never even understood. Like it just I've never seen it before or since.
In
like,
the rafters?
Yes.
Were you like Phantom of the Opera?
we were in a 2-seater. Like I've never seen it that way. Like, where it goes so narrow up top.
Oh,
we were in 2-seaters, which
weird.
is amazing.
As part of you sitting there, did you have to help like clean up afterwards?
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, what is this? Is this a Bill Simmons podcast right now? What are we talking sports?
Well, let's talk about some movies. How about this? We're back to we'll do top of the box office this week, everybody. So these are movies on this day, May the 19th. In their year of release, they were number one at the box office. First up, from 2001, a film that stars a fella who Eric's been told he looks like.
Ooh, wait, is this there's a 2001
Insomnia?
Gerard Depardieu film out.
No, now I'm curious. The guy who directed Leprechaun, we know is a dead ringer for Eric. I don't know his name or what he would have directed in 2001. No, it's not it.
It is.
Oh, is it? Wait. Oh,
sorry.
Yes.
little bit of a tricky clue there because you look like Shrek.
I look like Shrek, and I still do.
I went for the handsome option. I was thinking Christopher Nolan, Eric.
Yep.
I would like him to be shown on the record here.
Hell yeah. Top of the box office in 2012. We'll be talking about a cousin of this movie a little later in the program.
2012.
It's a big guy that Steve Sadak likes quite a bit, and I like it just a little less than him.
Oh, no.
2012.
Directed by a jerk-off.
Oh, jerk-off. Jerk-off.
It's not
Wow.
X2, is it? No, it's
No,
2012. No,
2012.
That's worse than jerk-off, too. I don't
Yeah,
know.
That's hard to. It's hard to narrow it down. There's a lot of jerk-offs.
A few weeks ago, we just did another one of these as an episode.
Well, I guess it was probably maybe like Winter Soldier.
Avengers.
The Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
That's how back we're going, man.
Yeah, I love that. Yes.
Jerk-off.
Directed by a jerk-off. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Top of the box office on this day in 2023. This was a real disappointing entry in a super fast franchise.
Oh,
Is it Fast 8? Fast 9?
X.
Fast
Chris
X.
Cabin with Fast X.
yeah.
right. We saw that in Los Angeles while we were out there.
So bad that they just decided not to make anymore. We're not even going to finish the damn thing. We're not
Right.
doing it.
Wasn't there supposed to be an 11 that was like
Should
the
have been.
continuation? What happened to that?
Doesn't he become
It's-
like a superhero or something at the end of the X? Like I'm just.
It's
I'm
like
on
next,
crazy
whatever
shit.
it is, it's next summer.
Oh, it is happening.
Oh, it is?
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought like it was possible, like literally, Vin Diesel has burned so many bridges with co-stars. Nobody wants to work with him anymore.
No.
I'm
That-
doing a one-man show like Sarah Snook in The Portrait of Dorian Gray, but it's an
nice.
X movie.
It's called Bald and Furious.
That'd be great, like a stage show. He has got like cardboard cars come on
Yep.
the stage.
Oh,
maybe
totally.
Matchbox cars he's playing
Only
with.
if he has to make vroom vroom noises with his mouth. That's
Yeah.
Stage reading.
Now it's going pretty fast. Final one, 2009. This is the second entry in an abysmal Ron Howard trilogy.
Trilogy.
The Da
Inferno.
Vinci. Yeah, I think he got
Angels
it.
and Demons.
That's the one.
Oh,
the
yes.
third one's Inferno. Pardon me.
Yes, the third one's Inferno. This is the last one I saw, and then I got off the train with.
We have to start doing those movies on the
Those
show,
movies
right?
are
Or are those
nuts.
sacred cows? You never
No.
know what these chatters. Let me know if you're going to cry if we do those.
Oh,
No, that was
Somebody
that was a me thing, and let me just say those guardrails are down now, baby.
No, I'm just saying, like, you never know. I didn't realize
Nobody
people
likes
would go.
this movie.
People
Nobody-
tried to kill me over the Hunger Games episode. So I'm just letting you know.
No, well, because that's based on like a book that like younger people were reading. Da Vinci Code and those books were for like slow reading adults to make them think they were reading fast. That's
Eric,
what-
you just got food poisoning. Nobody actually poisoned you after the Hunger Games movie.
We're waiting
Stop
for
it.
the toxicology to come back on that, Chris.
So 2 years later? No,
Yes.
we're not.
What up to everybody in the chat? Zebs364, Jacob Talks Forever, TJ Gaines. Hey, our good buddy Brandon Streisning hanging out. How you doing, dude? Happy belated birthday to you, my friend. Graham Hill, Fowl, Kevin J. James, Bucyrus87, Will Plock. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let's get into some contemporary movies. Let's see what's going on round the box office. This is Highest Gross. All right. So thankfully, we've been off the air for so long, I had to change out all the posters, save for one,
Whoa.
for this segment here. So coming in first at 5, and I got a little story to go along with this guy, but still rocking and rolling. The Accountant 2.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. This is. I'll
Yeah,
probably
they
wind
are.
up streaming this gentleman at some point.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
excited
Amazon
to.
soon.
Yeah.
But I'm just, I'm excited to do that.
Yeah, it'll be on Amazon soon enough. Now I have to say, so this weekend I was getting my buns to the theater to see Bloodlines, Final Destination Bloodlines. I get to the concession stand, and I was just going to do my own little Dr. Pepper, Mr. Popcorn situation when suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, I was struck by something whizzing by on the menu
Whizzing?
images. Just real, because they go too fast, man. They
Sure.
whiz right by, and I'm like, what did that just say? And I was like, did that just say what I think it said? And I went up to the counter, and I was like, excuse me, do you have one of the Accountant 2 popcorn containers left?
Of course.
No.
Which
No.
they did, and check
Yes.
this shit out.
What in the world could this be?
It's the
Is it a calculator?
the air thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Airstream
wow,
RV.
okay.
Look at
Look
that.
at
Beautiful.
this.
No, this is just.
That's amazing.
That's a
Right?
Hess truck painted up and hollowed out, dude. They
It
didn't know
is.
what they were doing.
It so fucking is. So check this shit out. We get where is it? Come on, do it.
Open up.
Do it, you fucking thing. Do it.
It's not gonna happen.
The
here.
accountant's back, and he's better than ever.
Oh,
Hey, his brother's here too.
you put some of that in there.
Any
Anyway, no
figurines or-
popcorn, no popcorn or anything in it. I'm keeping this clean. This is going on the stupid toy shelf
Oh,
behind.
great.
that's
That's
good.
beautiful. I'm jealous. That's wonderful.
Steve,
You know-
you're so right about the Hess truck thing too, because like the wheels even roll.
Yep,
like
I'm-
it's
At this point, just do it for. You should do a juke joint for fucking Sinners. You know, just do
Yes.
it for all of them. If you're really
Yes.
gonna start doing this for the Accountant too, like,
yeah.
Come
That's why,
on.
dude. I was like, this is the one. I mean, like, I did not see this coming.
No.
Actually, I was when I saw Thunderbolts, I had a popcorn. It was an abusive family home.
Oh,
that I was
nice.
able to have.
I love that.
That's really
good.
Mhm.
You're gonna
Hell
sleep.
yeah.
Listen, you set the popcorn down. It'll watch the baby. All right. It'll watch the goddamn baby.
Might not call, but that's okay.
You just put the house down. It's smoking outside on the deck. All right, I'm taking it outside.
you press the button. It's like, how many times do I have to tell you that? How many times?
Get over here, but not in the fun Mortal Kombat way. Oh man, coming in at number 4. This was the only one I didn't have to swap out a poster for. Minecraft, the movie.
Still killing. Oh boy.
Week 7, $5.9 million adding on to this. And look at this. I mean, 928 million globally, 417 million domestically.
Wow.
The only thing left for this fucker to hit milestone-wise is $1 billion at the box office.
This does secure the fact that Jared Hess will be able to make one of his weird religious movies
That's
in
good.
between this and Minecraft 2.
Is
He
he
will
re-
be able to fucking put one out.
Religious movies, Chris. Is that right?
Well, I think he's from the Mormon. He's a Mormon background.
So, wait. So there's you have a cipher, like a code to
Yeah.
Well, I think
figure
all
out
of his-
how
all of his
Napoleon
movies-
Dynamite is Mormon propaganda.
I mean, there's Mormon characters in the movie, but
Oh, that's terrible. I forgot about that. By the
Because
way,
that's like Heater's also like from that,
That was
community,
the whole thing.
so
The
that was the
Napoleon
whole
Dynamite
thing.
was like
Yeah.
a fun.
Oh,
It
my
was
God.
like a
Yeah.
fun Mormon movie. Not
Oh,
like,
actually,
unlike the movie The Singles Ward, or
Oh.
which I've seen like 3 times because my wife is insane. And I'm also
what is that
insane.
movie?
It's a Mormon romantic comedy about a.
I'm
single
hating it so far.
Yeah, about a single elder, I think they call it. Like you're just
Uh-huh.
around,
Uh-huh.
and if you're living in the district or whatever, you have to be part of a ward, and it's a singles ward that you go
Oh.
to.
It's like Hunger
So-
Games.
Yeah, it's very similar.
It's like Hunger Games for bigger losers.
Yes.
Oh no, winners! You guys have whatever religion you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that sounds ridiculous. Steve.
It sure is.
Yes, man, another just 5.9 million added onto the fucking pile. Coming in at 3, very hyped to talk about this a little later in the program. The new one from Mr. Coogler himself,
Yeah.
Sinners, still rocking and rolling. The movie that Variety just hates to see succeed.
For some
Another-
reason, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Who would it get? Why? I don't know why.
have they
I don't know.
deleted that article yet? Like,
Mhm.
because you would think eventually they're just like, we don't want people fucking bringing the smoke. It's still doing good. Fucking
Yes.
4 weeks later, like, do we maybe want to just get rid of this thing?
I think that they're so happy that the Pope died because it took
Oh,
the
yeah.
heat off of that story.
Yeah, good for
They might
them.
have killed
Yeah.
the Pope. Variety might have killed the Pope.
Poor Frank.
The Pope saw that headline. It was just like, Dios mio, and died. Yeah, another 15.4 million. Dude, just a 30% drop. Hell of a hold. Looking at a $90 million budget. I mean, so this thing is good to go, and it fucking deserves to be, man. Great.
Is that
great
really that
stuff.
impressive, though? When you
really think about it.
budget.
When you specifically think about Endgame and Endgame only, isn't that kind of a disappointment?
Oh, it's just embarrassing sometimes, isn't it? Coming in at 2, speaking of Endgame, also excited to talk about this one. Thunderbolts, still rocking and rolling in week 3 with another, not too shabby 16.5 million, looking at 325 mil around the globe and 155 here. So this, unfortunately, with a $180 million budget, still a ways to go. It's still a ways to go.
I want to
wait.
see the numbers on the marketing budget first before I make my prediction.
Sure.
Actually, this is not an original one, so let's just ignore all that and say, hey, not bad.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Marvel's back, baby. By the way, I wonder how much of the number is how fucking sweaty and desperate that second week spoiler campaign. How many
That
people got
was,
to the theaters?
man, oh man.
Dude, okay, yeah. And now I fully understand your subtitle name,
yes.
Steve. Yes.
Yes.
That
Thank you.
was-
Actually, I saw it yesterday. I already knew that
Of course you did.
thing
Yeah.
completely.
I feel like when we go to talk about the movie, we can talk about it because
we have
it's
to,
on
yeah.
the fucking TV commercials. There's no way.
It's the Red Hulk all over again.
Yep, it
Yes.
really
Yeah.
is.
But unlike that, it wasn't in the trailer, at least.
Yeah. I also
Right.
curious about that. That has to be the same case with this John Wick ballerina
it is.
situation, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I was
They
just I was telling Chelsea about this the other day. The TV ad came on. It's the same thing, Steve.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little, and I'm going to take a victory lap on this because I've been anti-trailer for nearly a decade at this point, and I've gotten shit on this show for it. Trailers are over. We're just at a point where just like if you want to see the movie, do your damnedest to not see the trailer. That's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing too is like there's other ways to make yourself hyped up about a movie besides watching the trailer.
Exactly.
But these are fucking bad, man. And I feel like these trailers. Everybody likes to point back to like the, old era Hollywood trailers, like the 70s and shit, where they were like 3.5 minutes long.
Yep.
And I would argue in those 3.5 minute things, they show you less about the overall movie than these shorter ones do to this day.
Probably, yeah. A lot of those older trailers almost felt like an extended scene, and then that was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, if you want trailers to be a thing, why don't you let us show them and talk about them? They copyright strike trailers that are advertising your movie.
And it's not like they're trying to explain the story back then. No. It's kind of like, this is Rock Bottoms. He's got a shotgun and a bad attitude. And like that was kind of it. But like now, you are just watching, like you're having the mac and cheese bites of the movie. Yes. You're not getting the full platter yet.
And thank you, Chris. Also, gay porn trailers are also down. Yeah, Rock Bottoms was a great,
wonderful
early trailer.
Thank you for bringing this up, Steve, because they show the cum shot right in the trailer. I want to see the ending in the theater on 42nd Street next to a smelly guy in a coat.
Wait, next fucking in a month, there's going to be 3 sold-out showings at Anthology Film Archive of Rock Bottoms, the beautiful film.
Yep. Absolutely. Oh man. Spoiler alert for the cum shot in the porno.
Woo!
Yes. When are people gonna learn?
I know it's gonna happen, but I want to be there with my fellow movie fans when I see it.
And also, how much Semenex do I have to buy before you stop trying to fucking sell it to me, dude? I got it. It's all stocked up back there. I got it.
And when you meet Rock Bottoms, you'll go sploosh as well.
And don't fall for buying the hijack price of the concession stand with the Semenex because it takes a little bit to kick in anyway, and it's not going to do anything for you at the theater.
Thank you.
Rock Bottoms coming this summer.
Yes, we get it.
Don't bother writing in. We get it. Coming in at number 1 with a friggin' commanding $51 million opening. Wow. Final Destination Bloodlines. Holy Toledo, folks. That is a number. That's a number you want to see, man. And another 102 million around the globe. And check this out. For all of those Gen Z don't go to the movies no more jerk-offs out there, 75% of the audience for this movie was under 35 years old.
Very nice.
Because it's, and I haven't seen the movie yet. I really do want to see it. I saw Friendship instead. I had a coin flip, and that's whatever. I do think this is like, it's a splatter movie, and people want to see, know that a splatter movie is out.
Are you talking about Rock Bottoms?
Yes.
It's a different kind, but, same.
Splatter double feature, dude. You gave yourself a splattering afternoon at the movie.
And again, Sinners obviously proves that there is room for intelligent, highbrow horror, and horror that actually speaks to certain political, social issues, et cetera, et cetera.
Always has been.
But there also is room for the big, dumb splatter movie that everybody should have fun with.
You can show me a horror movie that's gorgeously shot and is really saying something to meet the moment. And then a few weeks later, I can go watch a girl get squooshed in a garbage truck, and it's still awesome. And it's all horror, baby. It's just different levels. And you know what's great too? We can have Sinners, and we can talk about this in a sec too, but we have Sinners out there now, and nobody, at least that I've heard anyway, is bothering with the elevated nonsense. We're not using the E word talking about this movie, so that's also a gift.
We're not even saying escalator with that. No. So that's a wonderful thing.
I feel like that elevated thing, it was for a 2 to 3 month period, people were really pressing it to fucking get clicks on websites. Yeah. And then they abandoned it.
Sure.
And a couple stragglers, because there's always going to be some people who are slow to the take. But that, I feel like that was literally just to get people to be like, look, we're writing about Hereditary and A24 again. Aren't you happy? Come on, will you please read about the A24-ness?
I think I'll never watch that Opus movie. How about that? That was a real...
What is this one?
That was the John Malkovich... film
yeah.
that I just
Nobody cares.
Which I kept confusing that with the Zoe Kravitz directed movie that kind of had similar vibes.
This is the first I'm hearing about this movie, and I work in the business, as you can see.
Yes, that was a real. It came and went.
Blink or Blink Twice or something like
Yes, I
that.
think
Blink Twice was the Zoe Kravitz movie.
That's the Zoe
yes.
Kravitz one. Okay.
Just it's similar in the sense of like it's going to a island owned by a rich guy and he's weird and dangerous.
and then it's
kind
going
of
to take
deal.
you forever to figure it out, and then you're going to be like, okay.
And then Edward Norton says something funny, and then they're done.
But anyway, so Killer Week for horror. Killer Week, I should say, also for Warner Brothers. They have 3 films in the top 5. Minecraft is theirs, Sinners is theirs, and Bloodlines is theirs. So well done. Nice weekend for Warner Brothers. All right. We've got this Oxford Comedy Festival residency coming up this summer.
Sure do, yeah.
And I had to update the scroll below, you guys, because as of now, both our Quantum of Solace show and the Hellraiser WLM are both sold out.
Yes, thank you, England and Europeans and whoever else is coming. Fly from America. Come to the shows. There's still some tickets left. Let's sell these out. Let's do a show.
Fly, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, we're going to do a show of force in Europe, which unlike we haven't done in a while as Americans. So.
Yes, of course.
It'll be a funny show of force.
Yes, of course, like the last one. No, I'm kidding.
I told Eric to keep his gun at home.
I have to. They told me that at
I know.
at the visa office.
That's right. Now, Cowboy, keep your gun here.
Yeah.
So 2 of the night shows are already sold out. And the rest of the stuff is comfortably on its way to selling out. So you do not want to miss that. Head over to WHMPodcast.com. Click on that tour page. Get those ticks. And by the way, speaking of shows, keep your ears peeled to our episode on Revenge of the Sith dropping tomorrow. Fun little announcement at the top of that guy.
Yeah, something
related
for
to shows.
Everyone coming
Something
up.
for everyone, exactly right. Speaking of something for everyone, by the way, if you pick up anything like that cool tour poster that Felipe designed for us, or any number of our fun merch store designs, any profit we see off of that this year is heading right to the Center for Reproductive Rights. We've already made our Q1 donation this year, so big thanks to everybody who helped facilitate that. And at the end of June, we'll also be doing it for Q2, so that's also over at the website. Click on that merch tab, see what's up. We will sign stuff in Oxford, by the way. We've seen a lot of people saying, are you going to bring stuff? We're not, and we know it's expensive to have merch shipped over there, but we'll also sign VHS tapes and DVDs.
Oh, yeah.
and shit.
Whatever you got.
Yeah, we'll do about that.
Whatever.
Yes, there's no formal meet and greet at these. You'll just have to grab us.
And we will be
Gently.
accepting grabs this one time.
Gentle.
We will
grabs.
be releasing our hotel information probably late June, I think was the
Late
said, right?
June,
Yeah,
yeah.
late June.
We already told the staff at the hotel down at the desk. Just send them right up.
Let him in. Let him in.
Right up.
Let him in.
Let's
Send
get
them
to
right
them.
up.
So I do say it is the in-net.
No,
in.
don't do
The
it.
in-net
No.
in.
Late June.
Don't blow the big reveal,
You
Chris.
don't know which one it is. They have a bunch of in-it nins.
Oh, the in it in. I get. Oh, that's very funny.
Isn't it?
All right. We got 4 things to sort of go through and give our thoughts on today. Some might call them reviews, some might not. First up, Thunderbolts. Oh, yeah, it's a Marvel movie that wasn't totally putrid. I thought this mostly worked. I really liked a lot of the boots on the ground actual action. There's a lot of cool car stuff in this movie, chase-wise and everything. And I will say, I enjoyed a smaller story. I enjoyed that we're not saving the world, such as we've seen in other things. Destruction at a minimum.
Right. I will say that I think this Kurt Russell's son, what's his name?
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
I almost said Wade. So that's why I asked. Wyatt Russell, this is the first time he's really clicked for me completely. Like, I like that he's getting older. He's seeming more and more like his father in his performance, which is, I know he's Nepo, but that's a good thing, because before that, everything I saw him in, I was like, oh, this guy's annoying. He probably smells like milk.
He might still smell like milk.
He's really fun in that movie. Also, if you told me in the year like 1994 that there would be a major motion picture where U.S. Agent, the character U.S. Agent, a knockoff Captain America, was a major part, I would have shit my fucking pants.
Yes, and I would have shit my pants too if you're telling me like, oh, Bill Pullman's son is going to be there with Kurt Russell. Oh, Kurt Russell. No, his son.
Yes,
yeah,
the new Nepos. That's what it is.
But they're good. I mean, like,
they're fine.
I actually really like the movie. I don't love it. But it's a really fun Marvel. I think it's a bit of a hangover movie for me. Like, even though it's kind of dark in parts, which I actually do like. And I think that like I really thought it was going to be a Sebastian Stan joint, but it's really a Pugh joint, and she's great.
Yes.
She's really like
she's good.
She is the reason that movie works. She is the lightning rod. She's got juice. You know what I mean? She was great in the Black Widow movie, which was just okay. She was great in the Hawkeye series, which is really good, and she's great in this, which is good. You know what I mean? Like she's a lot of fun.
She's great. I think that's. Yep. I mean, I find the movie just kind of okay. To your point, I do feel it should be on TNT and be 3 hours.
Yes,
that
exactly.
is the key thing. Like you should be able to fall asleep for portions of this because it's built that way.
It is.
And I do feel like the thing with the Winter Soldier stuff, I felt all the Bucky stuff was it felt grafted onto this. Like I was just like, this is a different movie where I'm supposed to care about what happened in Falcon and Winter Soldier and like understand that, and I don't care. And like the character like feels kind of like whatever to me now, whereas you're at least building from the ground with Florence, the Red Guardian, who I thought was very funny.
Yep.
Good for David Harbour on that one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, the comedy is pretty good.
Pullman's kid is good. Louis Pullman, very good.
Yeah, they ask a lot of him. He does it. You know what I mean? And I think it's again like I think that like the ending, the new Avengers of it all. By the way, spoiler.
Yes, that's the asterisk.
I think it's a fun little twist at the end of the movie that isn't like a twist. Like it doesn't reject the rest of the movie. It's just sort of like the Thunderbolts property, and the first issue ends with like this big surprise. They're all villains. This one ends with this big surprise. They're all the new Avengers the whole time, which is kind of a fun little echo of that.
I really like it because that to me feels like such, and like the asterisk specifically, the asterisk, very reminiscent of reading a comic, right? And you get the asterisk, and it's like, go back to issue 64, Mighty Mar, like that kind of shit that you would see, which is cool. So it reminds me of that, but also just that notion of like, now it's the new Avengers, or the new Avengers like is a comic line, and so that it felt like you're amping up the comic bookitude a little bit, even while you're dealing with a more like serious depression kind of thing. It ends on a fun comic note, which I liked it for that.
And again, without the sweat, it would have been fun to find that out in the theaters. It was fun for me to find that out in the theaters. Like I saw it first week.
You and I saw it opening weekend, and it was fun. It was a fun surprise. And then everybody that just so happened to be busy for 3 days got fucked because they're doing the Red Hulk thing again. And I'm like, just give it a chance, man.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I knew the new Avengers thing from the start. I mean, I saw it yesterday, so fuck me in the face for that. But I think this is the best one of Marvel since Guardians Volume 2. And that's from 2017. I'm not an Endgame guy. I know everyone's going to be wanting that, but I thought it was solid, and I was shocked. I was legitimately surprised in the theater.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
No, I got nothing.
I think just another thing too. Sometimes I'm able to look back and realize like how much I may have actually liked one of these if it comes around to me reading more about what I just watched, because I'm not really up on modern comics like at all. And so for me, like after I saw this movie, I went to my Marvel Unlimited app on my iPad and I like synced up a bunch of Sentry comics and like. Yep. It's fucking awesome. Like the character of Sentry's really cool, and I really would recommend you go out and find like some of those Sentry runs from like 2018. There's another one that started in like 21, I think. It's a really cool character.
I've actually never read him. I wanted to. It was a big deal when he came out. I think in the mid-aughts. Like 05, 06 or something like that. Or 04.
The fakeness of him, and they pretended that he was like a character that Stan like created in the 60s and forgot about. And what's awesome about the comics is when you're reading them, knowing that is funny because whenever he has to think about like his origin, in at least one of the runs that I read all of, it like flashes back to like a fake comic, so like the art changes to look more like 60s looking and stuff like that. So it's a neat thing.
Which is rare, because what they did, Marvel went to Stan Lee and they were like, "Listen, Stan, what we want you to do, and you might be uncomfortable with this, we want you to take credit for something you had nothing to do with." Is that are you okay with that?
Oh, I don't. I'd have to reach inside my soul, fellas, and yeah, that's fine.
You know what? In fact, that was my idea. What you just said to me is also my idea.
Here, just let me get a second jingle here. A little. Okay, I'm done with Jack Kirby's grave. Now, what did you ask?
Jingle. LOL.
Just had to zip up really quickly, Mighty Marvelite. Yeah, no, it was great. I don't know. I'll say, as much as I love her, I don't care for this JLD character that she's been playing. It's like in this movie specifically, I felt like the direction was like, now do your Veep character and just don't say the C word.
But then she's made up to look like Tulsi Gabbard, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, they gave her the streak there.
I think
Which
that's
I
a
guess,
comic book character thing, like the Valentina. I forget her last name. I think she has a similar streak, but it is hilarious in this era that she's very Tulsi Gabbard coded.
Totally. And man, Steve, when you said it, I also forgot. I got to rewatch that Hawkeye thing. I have no memory of Florence Pugh being in that.
She's fun. She's good.
And she's this character.
Yeah, she has good banter with Haley Steinfeld. Like that's kind of their back and forth.
Interesting. Yeah, so that's Thunderbolts. We'll keep right on going here. Change it up a little bit, get into vampire territory with Sinners. Ryan Coogler, of course, at the helm, with Michael B. Jordan doing double time in this movie. Really fantastic, and I'm actually peeved I haven't seen it a second time yet.
Yeah. I've only seen it once, but I did see it on 70 millimeter.
Oh, cool!
Oh, Little Rich Boy
At the Village East. It was an opening. Nothing's opening night anymore. It was the Friday it came out. It was a packed crowd. People were hooting and hollering and like gasping and stuff, and like all the good stuff you want. And that's what this movie delivers on, like a real cinematic theater experience that isn't dumb. And I had a lot of fun with it. I really did. I think it's I've been thinking about it a lot. I do want to go back to it. I'll probably buy it in 4K. I'll definitely buy it in 4K.
Yes.
Oh, I've already pre-ordered that baby. I mean,
Hell yeah.
It's great. I mean, I think it's the real like. It's allowed to be messy. You're allowed to be messy in this movie.
Yes.
It is not a tight movie in any shape or form. I don't know how anybody could ever describe it as such, but like it's for the good. Like it's because he's trying to pack so much in, and it's not done to just like signal at things and to make you think about like its structure and like here's what's going to happen in the third act kind of bullshit. No. It's just to put in as much emotions and big images. In this movie, and it pays off huge. I mean, we're everybody's talking about the dance scene. The dance scene's incredible, with all the different time stuff happening. But like just the script too. Like, has there been a sexual movie like this?
That's right.
How long? How long have we
exactly? And it's number one. They should do that for Variety or whoever, Entertainment Weekly. Talk about like the sex involved in this movie. You don't see that at the top of the box office like ever.
Everyone has a sexual identity and a sexual want that is kind of revealed within the movie, which is, I mean, it's that's the point of the movie, but that is really exciting and interesting. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, absolutely. We don't get Delroy Lindo slamming ass, but he's amazing in this movie.
Well, he's
Delroy
like
fucking rules, man.
He's like me. He's married to the bottle, dude. That's how that works.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, I mean with the sexiness of it all. I mean, like, we're going downtown in this movie, everybody. We are going the express train downtown. Holy shit. I couldn't believe what I was watching in theater. It was amazing. And I was like, look at this. I didn't even have to go to 8th Avenue, put on a trench coat. Look what I got going on right here on the Upper West Side. Excellent. And it's really great.
And it's not even, a parallel to that movie is Dusk Till Dawn, because obviously the twist, the vampire stuff.
Sure.
That has sex stuff in it. But this is like, that's more, the old Police Squad joke, the directors, the writers barely disguised fetish. This is, like a real deal. Like, this is like, it matters to the people. You know what I mean? They wait, like, you know what I mean? Like, when certain characters hook up, you're like, oh, they're getting back together. Oh, this kid's fucking finally coming into his own by going downtown.
By going downtown, dude. And I think that what you're saying there is really interesting. And I think what it is, right, is from Dusk Till Dawn, it is sexiness for us, the audience only.
Yes.
You know, versus in Sinners, it's also sexiness for like the characters. Like it's important to the characters.
Yes.
Yes, the characters in From Dusk Till Dawn are excited about the sexiness, but like it's not important to the characters overall. It's important to have that in this movie.
Yeah, and I see Rachel in the chat mentioning Honora being sexual. Yes, but that movie only got like 20 million at the U.S. box office.
Yes, for sure.
That's
Great movie too.
Great
movie.
movie.
No shade there, but it's not the scope of this. It's not a major wide release. Oh, I didn't put the. I'll look it up here with the number of screens this bad boy is on.
Great score. I mean,
yes.
This is I will ask this question without saying what it is. It's something that has stuck with me in a really good way. What do we think of the stingerness of the movie? Like the fact that like certain really important plot points happen, quote unquote, after the credits. Although it's like, I think I agree, and I think it's. There's so few credits. It's like, you know, a film by Ryan Coogler, maybe, and like it says Sinners. It seems like the credits are started, and then we jump back into what is kind of a cool coda. You know what I mean?
I feel like because, you know, movies have been doing this now, you know, like Marvel movies and stuff have been doing this now for 20 years, that it's now part of the cinematic language. The genie's out of the bottle. You have, you know, there's going to be, people are going to fuck with the credits, and that's fine.
I mean, I think it's pretty directly, I think he's talking about, part of this movie is him talking about going to Marvel and what it is to recover from that and to come back from that.
It was a sin, right? It was a sin.
There's a lot of ways to take it in, but like I think that puts a stamp on it even more, is that he had a stinger like that at that point, especially in that credits, right where that scene would be in a Marvel movie.
I mean, I get all that. I just don't like it. I feel like because it's it winds up being what is such a natural ending to the movie. And it's an awesome scene. Don't get me wrong. Sure. It's awesome. But like, I have to say, you know, and yes, it's not as drawn out as we've seen in like other, like, you know, big action movies and, you know, superhero stuff specifically, but like it's at least long enough that like there were people out of the theater, and I know it's like that's on them and whatever, but like there was just something about it, and maybe I'll feel differently if I see it a second time, but I just remember thinking like all right, you know what I mean, like, because I don't like it when Marvel does that. I'm like Ebert, man, like once the credits hit, do not tell me any more story. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just me. But that scene itself, though, man, it's awesome. Is it awesome?
Also, I enjoy. I feel like if you want to nitpick the narrative and be like, oh, maybe if you moved up that to coincide with the vampireness of it all, maybe it would be more structurally like a, you know, whatever. But I loved seeing those guys get lit up, not the vampires. The guys.
Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely.
That's very nice.
Yeah. And also, Michael B. Jordan's a fucking movie star. I mean, no one needs me to tell them that, but like, it is one of those things where when he does it, and it seems like only with what do you call it there with Coogler, it's just like they have such a perfect connect. It's a Carpenter Russell situation at this point.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Good. Yes, that's an excellent comparison, because I mean, we've all seen him in other stuff, and it's not that he's bad, but I'm just thinking about like, remember that Fantastic Four movie? You know what I mean? And like, that's not his fault, but like,
still have
that's
not.
Clearly just not. Oh well, you will.
Little hint. Little hint for everyone.
But it's interesting because like, seeing him. I mean, I don't know, because like, that's like Wakanda Forever, which he's in flashbacks of and stuff like that, and then, which is like a whatever movie, and then the third Creed movie, which I liked, but then all the Jonathan Major stuff happened, and it's like, do I want to really go back to that? So like,
you're not wearing that T-shirt, that's for sure. That's
and I know Coogler didn't direct that third one, but I think he still was a producer on it or whatever. But like, this team up, when it's like this, man, it's cooking, and you're asking double duty, and it's like, it is a double duty. You're playing twins performance, and it's not like one is just exactly the same as the other. Like, they're really just two different guys.
It's not like the Alto Nights, which we reviewed recently, where it's De Niro and Hat De Niro.
Yes.
These guys actually felt like actual characters and people.
They both have hats.
But he doesn't.
That's maybe the magic of it.
That is really it.
I also think that like he also doesn't like do a bad accent for one or a limp or like the movie does. It's very double dragony. You know, that one's blue, that one's red, and I like that about it. You know.
Yes, big time. Yeah, no, it's simple. They're not overthinking it, and yet at the same time, it still managed to be two different people that you're aware of, which is great. I have to say, another reason for me to see it a second time, man, I went to the bathroom at the absolute wrong time. Like I was dying, man. I had a huge soda that I'd been really rocking, like when like Maria Menounos was still on.
Oh,
so
no.
I really had to go to the bathroom. And man, I was at the old 84th Street AMC where it's the split level and the bathroom's only on the middle floor. So it takes fucking forever to
Hey,
go
pal,
to the bathroom.
the bathroom's out of order. You got to use the other tower.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like that's what it feels like sometimes in that theater. And so like I just couldn't take it anymore and I got up and it turned out like I got up right before the mayhem started. Like I came back to the theater and like everything had gone tits up and I was like, worst time to pee in a long time for me in bathroom stuff in the movies. I
will say I think that's probably not that anyone cares about this but these four people, but it might be an early contender for WLM of 2025.
Yeah.
If you want to hear four white guys talk about that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
on a very surface level, on a
Let's
very
get into
isn't it cool level. Yeah.
Let's talk racial politics with WHM boys.
You guys go ahead. I'll be over here.
Steve, you ready for it?
I will say, speaking of the music, though, that dude Saul Williams, Jedediah, awesome guy. Really, really great performance, and Miles Kenton as Sammy, really fucking great. Like, just all these actors I hadn't seen in stuff. Really, I gotta say, fucking Jack O'Connell as evil Irish vampire, absolutely, he's fucking great.
He's getting some heat now too. They're talking to him for Bond. Is that right?
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Would be a natural
I've heard that.
pick. That would be a natural pick. I think he's really good.
I like that. Yeah, I can't wait to see it again. It's one of those things too. Oh, Haley Steinfeld also just to remark, she's great.
And Buddy got at the end having him be the guy is so it's perfect. I mean, it's just perfect.
It really, really. I was totally like that was so cool that those people that I said were like leaving. I wanted to be like, no, come back. Something cool's happening.
Yeah, and also the Haley Steinfeld part is just like she's again, I liked her in that Hawkeye series. I'll watch whatever the next Marvel thing she does is, but I hadn't seen her in a little bit. It like really do something, and like it was like, oh wow, man. Again, like this woman is like fucking phenomenal.
Great, incredible.
Yep, really good. Yeah, so I will be either back to the theater or getting this on Blu-ray as fast as I can because, one of the year's best, have to say. Now on to possibly the funniest movie of the year, the new Tim Robinson, Paul Rudd joint, Friendship.
If you like feeling like you're being grilled the whole time, like, oh God, like it is. I mean, like the balance of it is perfect. Like it's all punishment and pleasure on this. It's all just constant, like get me out of this room, but also this is amazing and hilarious.
I was really surprised to see Robinson didn't have a writing credit on this. It's a writer director, the guy Zach something or
Andrew DeYoung.
Andrew DeYoung, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And like who's not even a how you should leave guy. I think you should leave guy, but like the voice is perfect, and I'm sure there's a lot of improv too. Like it's a great playhouse for the weird, unique Tim Robinson of it all, and I think that's a rarity for like a sketch comedian to be able to not play on a big stage, but expand that into a 90-ish minute movie.
I think you're totally right because if ever there was a dude where you were like, how's this guy going to transfer to a movie? Like it's Tim Robinson. And I mean the answer is you write a movie that's a feature length. I think you should leave sketch and he can be great in it. Like he's just a dude that his performative vibe is such where and I love the guy. I think he's hysterical. I just don't know what that range is. Cause like him on Detroiters, for what I've seen of Detroiters, like clips on YouTube and whatever, it's the same kind of delivery that's great and hilarious and weird, but like I don't know how wide of a net you can cast with that. And luckily, he's got the fan base for that TV show because it wasn't on here because it wasn't top 5, but this was 7 at the box office this weekend. Like a nice expansion for A24.
People like this guy. I mean,
Yes.
this guy's got real. But that's to what you were saying, Andrew. He changes the temperature of the room. You cannot.
Yes.
You cannot shove him in. I mean, this will speak to why he was summarily dismissed from SNL.
Yes.
Is because he doesn't fit into the normal thing. His tone is very specific, and like I would like that. That's what kind of frustrated me about this movie is I do feel like this is right on the lip of being something really serious and like really like cool that goes beyond I think you should leave the movie.
Yeah,
but it is the best version of I think you should leave the movie as well. And like I kept on waiting for it to put that little push into another realm, and it never quite does that. I think
I agree with that. But I also kind of like that about it. I like that this stays right in dark comedy. It doesn't ever reach for profundity or like a really like dark moment that makes you go, whoa, what was I even watching? Kind of.
Right.
I think that sometimes works. It could have worked here. I think I appreciate this movie being kind of sure-footed in like, let's just really kind of squeeze as many laughs. By the way, Kate Mara is fantastic in this movie.
good.
Too.
Yes. Yep.
I haven't seen her in a bit either. I thought she's great.
But Steve, I would argue it does go for profundity in other moments. Like there are moments in this where I felt like they were trying to say something about detachment, about like how the family unit is like destroyed at this point, and like how friendships are even like it's very specific what you can do and what role you can fit in a relationship. I do think it's trying to go for those things, but it can't. It doesn't make that last push to make an actual and like. I'm not going to complain about a Brain Candy. I like Brain Candy.
Brain Candy was a fine motion picture.
Yeah, so like to have a Brain Candy for I Think You Should Leave is just fine with me, but I did keep on feeling like they were teasing something bigger.
I buy that.
Well, it's kind of funny, right? Because there's moments in this movie where it could be a thing where it's like sketch personality Tim Robinson jumps out of the comedy television and is in the real world in one like, you know what I mean, like almost like an Encino Man thing in some ways, like because like there's like and this isn't a spoiler, it's like essentially the inciting incident of the movie, but like he's hanging out with Paul Rudd and Paul Rudd's other friends, and he acts like Tim Robinson in a Tim Robinson sketch in front of just normal people, and they're disgusted by it, and that's like what sends him like on this journey and whatever. And like I feel like that's true. Like if you get this dude in a movie with real people, it just is like oil and water. It's not going to work. And that's why it's kind of funny that like a lot of this movie is him by himself, honestly, like talking to himself at times. You know what I mean? Because like he's literally the only one that can stand to be around himself, which I think is
by the
very
way, Eric,
great.
Just for you, a good spattering of John Glazer in this movie.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I love
movie.
John Glazer. I did not get a chance to see this movie yet. I did meet the director at South by Southwest, and I said, "Great movie, nice to meet you."
You lying sack of shit!
What are you gonna do? You gotta fake the funk. What are you gonna do? Shake his hand and say nothing? I'm being introduced to the man.
We were at the party for his movie's company. You can't just say you didn't see the movie. What are we doing there?
Tim was there. It was very exciting for all of us.
All the side parts are really good too. What you were saying, Steve. I mean, what's his Eric Rahill and Connor O'Malley are both in it.
Yes, oh my god,
they're both really well.
Oh, Connor O'Malley's so fucking funny.
His toast in that movie is so fucking funny. I'll tell you what it is.
I cannot wait.
I also love. There's again, we're talking about Thunderbolts. The Marvel stuff in that movie is such a funny runner. Like, there's a little bit of it in the trailer. At a certain point, someone sees a superhero and is like, "Ooh, I look like a Marvel," and I fucking lost my mind in theater.
I look like a Marvel.
But there's so many jokes that I won't spoil. It's a really fucking funny movie.
Machine.
If and when it comes out to you, please see it. I think.
Yeah. Eric, you know who else is in it for a hot second?
Who is that?
Raphael Sbarge.
Raphael, who's that?
No, actually, you wouldn't get. I was mixing him up with someone else. He's a TV actor you would not care about.
Actually, speaking of TV actors, Eric would care about, because I do know Eric. I believe his name is Simon the Cylon. He was like the Dr. Cylon. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure, yes. He's in this?
He's like the boss of him. It was driving me crazy the whole movie, and then it finally hit me. I'm like, oh, it's that guy.
That's hilarious. Okay, well, now I'm definitely seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, I was laughing through the whole thing, and my like minor complaint about like it is an 80-minute I think you should leave sketch, and it felt like it dragged a little bit, but like who gives a shit? Like I remember like typing that on Letterboxd, and I was like, and right after that type, it doesn't matter because it truly does not. But yeah, big recommend for Friendship, and I'm curious to see. With this like 7 at the box office, I wonder what A24 will consider expansion-wise after this. So, maybe you won't have to rent it, Eric. I don't know.
I'll be very interested because he's also got the Max series coming out this year. So I'm really interested to see where he's going to be going next.
Who, Tim Robinson?
Tim Robinson has a Max series coming out later this year. Oh, sorry, HBO Max. I'm sorry. We
went back.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me.
What is that called,
The
Chris?
Chair Company?
Oh, I don't. It's is he acting in it? It's not on his.
He's in it. I mean, it was it was on the preview thing when they did the like Last of Us 2 premieres, and they're like, here's our year.
Oh sure, yeah. Oh, here it is. It's just weird. There's like barely any info on IMDb, and it's not even attached to his IMDb page yet.
Yeah, it was very secretive looking from the beginning, so I don't know what's going on with it. But I'm very much looking forward to whatever he's doing.
Yeah, I'll check it out. All right, last one as we head to the top of the hour here. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Final Destination, Bloodlines, directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein. Zach Lipovsky, so these dudes are like kind of a duo now. Zach Lipovsky, by himself, directed Leprechaun Origins.
Ooh. Oh, wow. I have not seen that one yet.
I think we will at some point. The way things are going.
might have to get there eventually.
We'll get there eventually.
Are Dead Meat ready? They should be ready because it's going to happen.
They've seen it.
Oh, God,
James and Chelsea have it on Blu-ray. No doubt in my mind about it.
Maybe autographed.
I think that's the one that stars a wrestler.
I think it is. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Anyway, this doesn't have any wrestlers in it that I know of, but man, did I have a fun as fuck time with this movie. I don't think I've seen one of these in a theater since like 2, but it's possibly even 1 was the last time I saw these with a crowd.
I'm not a huge fan of the franchise in general, but this is now my like second favorite one or my third favorite one. It's definitely way up there. I mean, you got a disgusting shit boy in this one. That I'm not going to say anything else, but
oh baby.
I mean, I have almost nothing bad to say about the movie itself. It's and I brought this up a little bit in the Letterboxd review. The kills are brutal. They're all of a very similar thing. The CGI in this did bug me because it did continuously kind of look the same after the thing happened. It was just a big goopy mess, and I was just like, okay, maybe that's what it is, but like. We are getting farther away from, and I know it's my old, light hitting things thing, but also just because like I like a mix. If it was a couple of those and then a couple of like normal ones, like where it's just like, oh, they're like, there's a something in the middle of their chest or something like that. And like, that's fine. They do a little bit of it effects, like they put a prop there or something like that. But like the fact that it's all that, it kind of started making it feel repetitive to me, and
I can see that. There's a death in this movie that there's a very similar one in the I think totally great the monkey, the monkey uses a little more practical effects with it, and it's better for it.
It really is.
There's a lot of computer stuff, and I think it's just because a lot of it is like you're doing some crazy stuff, and so to like orchestrate that. I guess as, easily as possible. You don't have time to get Tom Savini on every one of these things.
Oh, that's true. But it would be better. You're right. It would be better with those practical effects. But one thing I got to say, great opening sequence. And
oh, man.
Restaurants with views. When will we learn?
I know, dude. I know.
Similarly, and Drop from prior this year had a when will we learn with these restaurant views.
Exactly. I want my restaurant to be no more than a second story most of the time.
That's right.
Have any of you been to the Space Needle?
No. I've stood under it.
I had dinner there with my parents. It is the time, I think it was the first time I ever played the Simpsons arcade game because they were like having a drink at the bar, and I was like, well, I can't be here for this bullshit. So I was like, and they're like, go upstairs where like the bathrooms are, and there was just arcade games, and Simpsons was there, and I was like, ooh,
That's awesome.
I did
You threw a quarter off the.
yes, I did. Look, I just need to see what happened.
I did that in Toronto. There was a big, tall restaurant. It might have been a similar Space Needle-y kind of deal. I forget what they have in Toronto.
There is a needle
CN
building.
Tower?
Yes.
Yes, we went to, there's a really good Korean barbecue place in K-Town that's like super high up.
Ooh, that's cool.
But like in a build, I wasn't at like the top of monument, like a Space Needle thing. It's just a big skyscraper. When I ate at the Rainbow Room one time, so that's another like high up restaurant, I guess. But yeah, this opening sequence is awesome. You'll never hear the amazing song Shout the same ever again, which is great. Yeah. I really loved the music cues in this. And just the story, it's an interesting take on all of it.
Good idea.
It's a solid idea for how to like keep doing this and make it different, but also expand it and still connect it to the other stuff.
And we got to mention the Tony Todd.
Oh, dude.
Great moment for Tony Todd.
Dude, can I tell you guys? I literally started crying. I did. I got emotional. I got emotional, man. And it's interesting because you read up about that moment, and I guess like according to the filmmakers, they were like, look, in this moment, because like you can tell watching it, and if you've seen the trailer, like he's visibly ill.
Oh yeah.
In the movie, and they were like, hey, for this last thing. It's not really scripted, like, and you don't even have to really talk to the characters. This last thing that you're gonna say, take it from the heart and like talk to your fans. And as soon as I read that, like, I got emotional all over again in that moment, because it's just like when you're watching it and you didn't know that, I was like, this feels like kind of out of place, but it's also like really sincere and beautiful, so like I'll allow it. And then you read that and I was like, oh my god. his final farewell is captured on film in this movie.
Did you weep and say, I don't want to fuck with that Mac Daddy? I do not want to fuck with that Mac Daddy.
That is one Mac Daddy I will never fuck with. Oh, because he was the fucking Mac Daddy to rule them all, man.
Sure did.
Taken too soon. But yeah, his clip is cool, and it's like it makes that character make sense. Like we've talked about him in other Final Destination episode discussions over the years, and we're always like, what's the deal with Tony Todd's character? And this movie like solidifies what it is, and it's kind of great. So it was a nice thing to add in there. I cannot imagine we're not going to see more of these.
Yeah.
Like,
of course.
$51 million.
$51 million.
But you know what, though? Like, they just said we're going to do Final Destination Bloodlines. We're going to put it out. We're going to see what happens. I didn't have to hear anything about it. It's the first part of a proposed trilogy that might fail.
Yeah.
Well,
you just did one, and it was great, and now you can do another one and see where that goes.
That's how sequels should work.
Yep, absolutely. Also, another thing on the performance-wise, every single person in this movie knows exactly what kind of movie they're in.
Yeah.
They know exactly that they're in the new Final Destination movie, and they act accordingly. I love the cousin, the piercings guy who's all over the trailer.
Yes,
that dude, I don't know if I've seen him in anything else. Fucking hilarious in this movie.
It's almost
really
like
good.
a star-making role for this guy. Richard Harmon, he plays Eric, and very good. Let's see what else he was in. Nothing I've seen.
Who are his parents? I don't know about star making. Well, who are his parents? What are we talking about?
Well,
That's
if it's a Harmon, is he related to Mark Harmon?
God, I hope so. If he wants a career.
I don't know, but he's really great. I mean, everybody. The main woman is great, playing Stephanie, I think the character's name is.
Okay, yes, of course. His dad is a director, Alan Harmon.
There you go.
Directed something TV movie Wolf Canyon. R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour in 2014. It's like minor TV stuff, but I think that might be enough to maybe lift him up above the common man.
Maybe. You know who else is in it, though? And this isn't like, because it's like it can't be nepotism because it's one for one. They're like siblings kind of at the exact same level. But the kid who plays the little brother, Charlie, is the actor Teo Briones. And he is the younger brother of Issa Briones from Star Trek Picard, but Chris Cabin, she's also on The Pit. She's like the cocky day one
Yeah.
doctor.
She's good.
By the way,
Yeah.
New family info in. This is actually going well for our guy here. His sister's Jessica Harmon, who was in the 2006 Black Christmas, the TV show iZombie. She's been acting forever. Agent Cody Banks. All the hits are here.
He has a very Kyle Gallner energy to him.
Totally.
From like Smile 2 and Strange Darling.
Yep. Absolutely.
Very similar kind of thing.
And he's got a cool IMDb picture. So how about that, everybody?
There you go.
Yeah, I have not seen this guy in anything. I didn't watch the 100 on which he's co-starred on 89 episodes. One episode of Tracker.
Bulk of the series, dude.
Coming up after the game, the 100. Try and figure out what that is. You won't.
Oh, Steve, holy shit, dude. How many? Let's see. Oh, wow. 5 episodes of The Flash. He played Captain Boomerang.
Oh, that's fun.
6 episodes of The Killing.
Oh.
When we come back, we will be talking Tracker. What is he tracking? I don't know.
He was in that R.L. Stein, The Haunting Hour, that his daddy directed.
Coming up after the ball game, it's On Screen Live, where 4 fat guys go through obscure actors' filmographies one by one.
What else are we doing? Come on.
I am trying to get us out of here. That's what I'm doing. It's 1:02 p.m.,
right,
motherfucker.
Let's see who else is related to who. Bloodlines, dude. That was the gap.
Oh, there it is. You've traced the true bloodlines now, my friend. That's it for this week, y'all. Coming up tomorrow, of course, on the free feed and, of course, ad-free on Patreon, we're talking Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Ad-free on the Patreon, like I mentioned. This was a good time to revisit this. Some thoughts have changed. Some surprises in there. It's a fun-ass episode. Lots of Palpatine impressions, if you can believe that.
Well, of course.
And then on Thursday, because we've got a little bit of a Star Wars week here on the show, the Gleep Glossary is dropping. That's right. We're talking about color.
Yes. You guys are going to love color.
Skeletor-looking motherfucker here. Force-sensitive, ne'er-do-well kind of a guy.
He's a genocide guy. It's like ripped from the headlines. It's great.
Ooh.
But that is going to do it for this week, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to On Screen Live. Just a show reminder, we're going to be off again for another couple weeks. We got some work-related stuff and the holiday next Monday, so we'll be back in June to wrap up the rest of this OSL season. So thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, I've been Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Eric Siska.
Chris Gabin.
Have a good week, y'all. Bye-bye.